Are you looking to get an O visa? Some people call it an artist visa or extraordinary ability visa. Well, I am going to go through in this video the 3 things that you need to know in order to get yourself that O visa. You ready? Hi, and thank you for joining me to talk immigration. My name is Andrea Shev, and I'm the managing attorney at Shev Law Group in Los Angeles, California. I've been doing immigration for almost 20 years now. Well, for over 20 years, really. And I put together this channel so you can get tons of videos with clear, concise, and honest information about all types of immigration topics. So if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell right next to it so you're notified every single time a video comes out. And don't forget to follow me on social media, on Instagram and Facebook. I'm on there all the time posting quick information about immigration news and topics that you need to know. Now, let's go into the 3 things that you need to know about O visas when you're applying. 1, there is more than one O visa out there, so you need to know which O visa are you applying for. 2, you need to know how extraordinary do you actually have to be in order to qualify for this extraordinary visa. And 3, how do you prove that you're extraordinary? Now, do not forget that I just released an O visa workshop where I go through with you, me and you, step by step of everything you ever needed to know about qualifying for an O visa. We work through it together, you and I, through a custom worksheet. And at the end of this workshop, you will have everything in front of you to apply for that O visa and qualify. So if you're interested, go and hit that link right down below this video right now and sign up for that workshop. You can't miss it because it's got so much information, you're going to die. And it's me and you together for the whole time. I walk through it with you step by step. So don't forget to hit that button down below, that little link, and sign up for it right away. Okay, now let's get into the 3 things that I'm going to talk about in this video that you need to know right now quickly about applying for an O visa. You ready? First, what are the types of O visas you can apply for? There are 2 types. There is an O1A and there is an O1B. So it is very important to understand which one you're applying for. The O1A is for people in business and sciences and education and athletics. People that are CEOs or in marketing or an engineer or a scientist or a professor or an athlete of any sort. Those people you apply under the O1A. If you're in the arts or anything related to arts, you apply under the O1B, which also includes people that are working in motion picture and television. So make sure you know which O1 you are applying for, the O1A or the O1B. Because if you don't know or you apply for the wrong one, you're going to have an issue because they have different criteria required for each O1A and O1B. Second, how extraordinary do I actually have to be to get the O visa? Well, that really depends of what you're applying under, either an O1A or an O1B. If you're applying under O1A, then you really have to be at the top of your industry. Not at the very, very top of your industry, but towards the top of your industry and be really recognized as someone who is extraordinary within your field and your industry. If you're applying for an O1B, it really depends on what you're applying under. Are you an artist or are you an artist within the motion picture and television industry? Because depending where you are, you have to be recognized significantly or recognized substantially, depending on which one, as being extraordinary. So there's a very slight difference and different level of extraordinary you have to prove depending on which type of visa you're applying for. And then on that spectrum, there's also a sliding scale of how extraordinary you really have to be, with the O1A being at the very top and the O1B for motion picture and television being kind of at the very bottom. But everyone has to be extraordinary, but there is a sliding scale based on what you're applying for and what industry you're applying under. Okay, 3, how do I prove that I'm extraordinary? What do I need to do to prove and to get that O visa for being an extraordinary individual? Well, depending again, if you're applying for the O1A or the O1B, there is a list of criteria that you must meet. If you look below this video, I will list the criteria for the O1A and the O1B. But for now, basically, if you have not won a Nobel Prize or an Oscar or something of that magnitude in your field, then you have to meet 3 criteria of the ones listed below this video in your field in order to qualify for the visa. You have to provide them actual evidence, evidencing these 3 things that you're saying will prove you as being extraordinary. Now be very careful. One tip I'll give you, and in that workshop, if you sign up for it, I go through it in extreme detail, so you have a lot more information than this. But I will give you this tip to say that you have to make sure that you try to apply for more than 3 of the criteria, because unless you are amazing and you have thousands of articles about you and you have all this stuff that fulfills those 3 criteria, you risk possibly getting denied if they find any flaw within those 3. So usually you want to look at this criteria list that's below this video, and you want to decide how many of those can I qualify for. And if it's barely 3, you want to be careful. If it's more than 3, amazing. You want to run with this and try to get yourself your O visa. Again, look at that workshop and sign up for it, because I go through with you each and every of the criteria below. Exactly how do you prove it? What do you have to provide? How do you put it together? Everything that you need to know about everything O visa. So make sure as soon as you finish this video, or right now, go below this video, hit that link and sign up for that workshop now. Don't wait. I mean, if you're trying to get this visa, you want to do it right now. So if you're not ready to get it, you have the power and you have the knowledge and the information that you need in order to go after it as soon as possible. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this video gave you some tidbits about what you need to know in order to start that journey to get you your O visa. Also, you have access to that workshop immediate, where you can sit with me one-on-one in this workshop and get everything that you need to know and work through everything on that worksheet, so you can go and say, hey, I'm ready to file. Here's everything. Let's do this. And you can get yourself that O visa. Again, don't forget to subscribe to this channel so you can get all the new and latest videos that come out. And don't forget to follow me on social media. Thank you for joining me today. Have a wonderful morning, noon, night, wherever you are in the world, and see you next time.